Good morning, students. In this revision class, we revise the fluid dynamics. As you know, fluid means material having the property of flowing. That is, liquids and gases are collectively called fluids. Okay, these fluids experience the exact pressure. What is meant by pressure? Pressure means force acting per unit area. Suppose this is called static pressure. Force per unit area, and simply the units are Newton per meter square. Suppose in case of liquid, if we take say beaker, liquid in a beaker, suppose like this, up to a height h. The level of liquid in the beaker is up to a height h, and if d is the density of this liquid, d is the density of the liquid and g is acceleration due to gravity, and if A is the area, base area of this container or a jar like this. If area is base area, then the weight of this whole liquid column exert a force on this particular base. Okay, and that force is mg. So weight of this liquid column exert a force on this base. So that force is mg. Now this force per unit area, that means this is the area. So base by area. This is the pressure exerted by a liquid in a beaker. So this equal to, mass can be written as volume into density into G by A. So volume can be written as area into height into D by G by A. So the pressure exerted is given by HdG. Remember this formula. Pressure means difference in heights. Pressure difference means you have to get the vertical height between two different. That means if you have to consider pressure at this point and this point, pressure P1 and P2. So the pressure difference between these 2 points in a liquid is the vertical height difference or vertical distance between these 2 points into density into G. So okay, HdG. And next, now when a particular solid body is kept immersed in a liquid, suppose a solid body, suppose this is a liquid, and a solid body of like this is immersed in a liquid partially or completely immersed in a liquid, then this particular solid body displaces the liquid of this much volume, so that the volume of this liquid is displaced, so that this particular solid will enter into this gap or space. So these displaced water molecules again tries to regain their original positions, so they will exert a force on this, and that force is called buoyant force. Okay, that buoyant force. So this buoyant force is equal to the force exerted by the displaced water molecules on this particular solid body. So that is equal to, that means this buoyant force is equal to weight of the water or liquid. So weight of the liquid means mass into G, but that is volume into area, volume into HdG. Okay, now this is the height of the solid body immersed into the water, HdG. Now this is the volume of the water, this is L. So in that case we have to write this volume is same. So that means volume of the solid and volume of the liquid are same, but the densities are different. Sorry. Okay. So this can be written as volume into density into G. So here the volume is same that of the solid and liquid, because the same amount of volume is displayed by the solid. So volume is same, density is different. Now if this buoyant force, now this solid body weight acts downwards like this mg, and that means we can write it as V d solid into G, volume d solid into G. But this buoyant force acts upwards, which is equal to V V, same V, but density of the liquid increases. Now, if this force is downwards and this buoyant force is upwards. Out of these two forces, if the density V and G are same in these two terms, so if density of the solid is greater than the density of liquid, then this downward force is greater than this upward force. In that case, this particular solid body will sink into the liquid. Okay. Now, if density of the liquid is greater than density of the solid, then this upward force is greater than this downward force, so that this particular solid body will float on the surface of the liquid. Okay? And next point you have to remember is Archimedes principle, that is, when a solid body is completely or partially immersed in a liquid, then the apparent loss of weight is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. Okay? Remember that for the apparent Archimedes principle is apparent loss of weight of the solid body is equal to weight of the liquid displaced. Okay, remember this part. This is called Archimedes principle. Okay, when a solid body is completely or partially immersed in a liquid, then the apparent loss of weight of that particular solid body is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. And another one is, you have to remember another formula is, suppose the solid body is like this, is immersed partly in a liquid like this. So this is suppose V is the volume of the solid body. V is the volume of the solid body and D is the density of the solid. If V dash is the volume of the liquid which is inside this solid, inside the liquid, V dash is the volume of the solid submerged in liquid. If dl is the density of the liquid, then the condition is, you have to remember this condition, V into D is equal to V dash into dl. Okay, volume of the solid into density of the solid is equal to volume of the solid inside the liquid into density of the liquid. Okay? And next one you have to remember is relative density or specific gravity, one and the same. Okay, relative density or specific gravity. Okay, relative density means nothing but relative to someone. So here relative density RT is defined as density of the body divided by density of water. This is a simple definition. So density of the body by density of the solid. So as these two are same density means same units, this is our relative density or specific gravity is simply a number. It has no units. Suppose if we are given in a problem such that the relative density is 0.6, means the density of that particular body is this. You can calculate from this relation. So density of the body is equal to relative density into density of water. So relative density into density of water. So density of the body is equal to relative density into density of the water. Density of water is in CGS units, it is 1 gram per cc. So if specific gravity or relative density is given in CGS units, we can take it directly as the numerical value. That means relative density and density of the body are equal, numerically equal in CGS units. But in case of SI units, we have to multiply the relative density of the body is given by relative density into 10 cube kg per meter, where water density is 10 cube in SI units. So you remember this difference. Okay? So relative density is numerically equal to the density of the body in CGS units, and you have to put the units at the end. Okay. But in case of SI units, relative density multiplied by 10 cube gives the density of the body. Okay, you have to remember this. And suppose if relative density of the body with respect to a liquid, another liquid, then specific gravity of a body with respect to a liquid means, in that case, specific gravity equal to density of the body by density of the liquid. This is called relative specific gravity relative to the liquid. So the relative density of the body with respect to a liquid is given by density of the body to the density of the liquid. Ratio of these two is called relative density with respect to this particular liquid. Okay. Now we will solve some problems based on these one. Okay. Now the problems based on this pressure, buoyancy and specific gravity problems. First one in the page number 263. Problem number 97. First one. Okay. So the problem is a brass sphere weighs 100 gram weight in air. It is suspended by a thread in a liquid of specific gravity 0.8. The specific gravity of the brass is 8. Then the tension in the string thread in a Newton. Okay. That means the problem is a brass body. That means a brass sphere whose weight 100 gram weight in air. It is suspended by a thread in a liquid of specific gravity 0.8. If the specific gravity of the brass is 8, the tension in the thread in Newton is. Okay. Now, when a particular spherical body like this is suspended like this, then the tension in this string is given by T is equal to mg, that we know. Okay. That means when it is in A, its tension Tmg is given as 100 gram weight. Okay. Now, when this particular one is immersed in a liquid, though that the liquid specific gravity of the liquid is Sg, I am writing Sg. Sg of liquid is 0.8 and a specific gravity of this particular spherical body is 8. Spherical body is 8. Okay. Now, what is the tension in this particular one? Okay, already we have to apply Archimedes principle. Okay, so apparent loss of weight is equal to weight of the liquid displaced. Okay, so apparent loss of weight means weight in A. Loss of weight means weight in air minus weight in liquid. Weight in liquid. That is equal to weight of the liquid displaced. Okay. Now, we have to calculate weight of the body in liquid. Okay, we have to find the tension in the string when it is immersed in the liquid. That means we have to calculate this one. So, weight of the liquid in liquid. Weight of this body in liquid. So, weight in liquid, weight of the body in liquid is equal to this minus this. Okay. So, weight in A minus what is it? Weight of liquid displaced. Okay. Now we write like this. So this weight of the body in the liquid is weight of the body in the air is mg minus weight of the liquid displacement, that is v dg dl into g. Okay, dl into g. So this can be written as, and now we can write the weight of the, here this is the weight of this particular sphere, solid body, that is v density of the solid body into g minus v density of the liquid minus into g. So taking common v dg common, v dsg we can take in common. So here we can write 1 minus dl by ds. We can write like this. Okay, this equal to, then this is nothing but mg. So mg into 1 minus d liquid by density of the liquid by density of the solid. But we are not given densities, we are given specific gravities. So we can directly take them in CGS units, we can take them directly because here it is also in CGS unit. So we can write it as dl by ds. The density of this one is 0.8 by 8. That is, here it is given 100 gram weight. It is not Newton or dyne, it is gram weight into 1 minus 0.1. That is 0.9 into 100, 90 gram weight. So the question it is asked to find in Newton. So we have to convert it into Newton. So to convert it into Newton, we can multiply g. Gram means 10 to the power minus 3 into weight means 9.8. That is 9 into 9.8 into 10 power minus 2. That is 972, 781, 88. That is 88.2 into 10 power minus 2. That is writing is 0.882 Newton. Now, next one, 98. Now, this is 98. A cube of side 20 centimeter is floating on a liquid with 5 centimeter of the cube outside the liquid. If the density of the liquid is 0.8 gram per cc, then the mass of the cube is, okay. The question is, a cube of side 20 centimeter is floating on a liquid with 5 centimeter of the cube outside the liquid. If the density of the liquid is 0.8 gram per cc, then the mass of the cube is. That means consider like a cube like this, which is of 20 centimeter side. So out of this, when it is like this, so only 5 centimeter is outside the liquid, so 15 centimeter is inside the liquid. This is given. And the liquid density of the liquid is given as 0.8 gram per cc. This is given. And this was only given. You have to find the mass of this particular cube. Okay? When a body is partially immersed in a liquid, then the condition is volume of the body into density of the body is equal to volume inside the liquid into density of the liquid. So you have to apply this condition. Now, volume of the body means entire body, that is its cube. Volume of the cube is 20 whole cube is into density of the solid is equal to. So volume of the solid inside the liquid is, because inside the liquid you see this is 20, this is 20 and this is 15. So you can write 20, 20 into 15 because 5 centimeter is outside the liquid. So 20, 20 into 15 into density of the liquid is given as 0.8. From this condition, this 20 cube, this 20 square will get cancelled. So 20 into density of the solid is 15 into 0.8. So density of the solid is 15 by 20 into 0.8. That is 1.5 into 0.4. That is 0.6. Okay. So density of the solid is 0.6 gram per cc because it is also given in gram per cc. Now mass of the solid. So mass of the body is equal to volume into density. So volume is 20 cube. So here it is, the question is in kg. So you have to calculate the mass in kg. So you have to convert into 20 centimeter whole cube into density 0.6 into 10 cube. So this is 10 to the power minus 1 whole cube. That is 2 cube means 8. 10 to the power minus 3. 0.6 into 10 cube. That is 4.8 kg. Now, the next one, 103. Okay, two blocks A and B float in water. If A floats with 1/4 of its volume immersed and block B floats with 3/5 of its volume immersed, then the ratio of the densities. Okay. So two blocks A and B float in water. If block A floats with 1/4 of its volume immersed and block B floats with 3/5 of volume, then the ratio of their densities. Okay, given two bodies A and B floating in water, such that some part of the volume of them is outside the liquid. Okay, then the condition volume of first applying first for the A, we can write volume of A into density of A is equal to volume of A inside the liquid into density of the liquid. Here the liquid is floats in water. So, okay, right like this. Now, but the amount of inside the liquid is 1/4 of its volume. So, this is 1/4 of VA into density of V. Now, for the case of B, it is VB, density of B is equal to VB inside, volume of the block B inside the liquid into dV. So, it is given 3/5. So 3/5 dV into dV. Now we have to calculate ratio of these two. So divide it. VA gets cancelled and here also. That implies density of A by density of B is equal to density of liquid also get cancelled. 1/4 into 5/2. That is 5/12. So answer is 5:12. Now next one, 105. If S1 is the specific gravity of a solid with respect to a liquid and S2 is the specific gravity of the liquid with respect to water, then the specific gravity of the solid with respect to water is. If S1 is the specific gravity of the solid with respect to liquid and S2 is the specific gravity of the liquid with respect to water, then the specific gravity of the solid with respect to. So given S1 is specific gravity with respect to liquid. That means S1 equal to density of solid by density of liquid. Here. S2 is the specific gravity of the liquid with respect to water. So it is density of liquid by density of water. Now you are asked to find the specific gravity of the solid with respect to water. So specific gravity of solid with respect to water is density of solid by density of liquid. So how we can get this one is, if you multiply these two, this density of liquid will get cancelled, so that you will get the density of solid by density of water. So that is S1 into S2. Now 106. If the air density was uniform, then the height of the atmosphere above the sea level to produce normal atmospheric pressure of 1 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal is given the density of air and gravity. Okay? If air density is uniform, what is the atmospheric pressure? What is meant by atmospheric pressure is the pressure exerted by the layers of air in the atmosphere on the surface of the earth is atmospheric pressure. That means we can know the pressure is equal to HdG. Now, what is the height of this atmosphere so that it will exert a pressure? So that pressure we call it as atmospheric pressure. So atmospheric pressure is 1 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. So then what is the height of this atmosphere? So substitute here. Given density of air is 1.3 kg per meter cube, and G is taken as 10 meter per second square. Now substituting here, so 1 into 10 to the power 5 is equal to H into density of air is 1.3 into G is equal to 10. Because atmospheric pressure is the pressure exerted by the air in the atmosphere on the surface of the earth. So we can calculate this from this. Okay, we can cancel out this 10. So 10 power 4 by 1.3 is equal to H. That we can write it as 10 by 1.3 into 10 cube. So 1.3 means, okay, 13.7 is 9.1. So 7.67 into 10 to the power 3. So actually in the options it is given as 7.7. Okay. 7 point, approximately it is 7.7 into 10 cube meter, but 10 cube meter is kilometer. So 7.7 kilometer. So the height of the atmosphere above the surface of the earth to have a normal atmospheric pressure is 7.7 kilometer. Page number? No, page number 272. Problem number 166. The problem is a boat having length 2 meter and width 1 meter is floating in a lake. When a man stands on the boat, it is depressed by 3 centimeter. Then the mass of the man is. Okay. A boat having length 2 meter, width 1 meter. A man is floating on the lake. When a man stands on the boat, it is depressed by 3 centimeter, then mass of the man is. Okay, wherever you can write that means when, because it is floating on the water means it is not shrink. Okay, it is just floating. When a person enters into the boat, it is depressed by 3 centimeter. That means the volume of the so the mass of this body, weight of this body, mass of this man is equal to, or weight of the man equal to weight of the liquid displaced. So we can cancel out G on the most terms. Actually, mg is equal to liquid displaced in liquid, volume of the liquid displaced into density of the liquid into G. This is the weight of the liquid displayed, that is equal to weight of this particular man. So actually that we have to apply. So we are cancelling G. So mass of the man is equal to volume of this particular boat inside the liquid. So volume of the boat inside the liquid is 2 into 1 into, and it is shrink by how many centimeter? 3 centimeter. That is 3 into 10 to the power minus, sorry, it is centimeter means, okay, 10 to the power minus 2 centimeter. So these two are in meter, this is in centimeter. So density of water is 1, and sorry, density of water is 10 cubes in these units. So this is the mass of the man. This is 6, 10 power 1, that is 60 kg. Now 167, next one. A cube of wood supporting 200 gram mass just floats in water. When a mass is removed, the cube rises by 1 centimeter. Then the linear dimension of the cube is, okay, a cube of wood supporting 200 gram mass just floats in water. When the mass is removed, the cube rises by 1 centimeter. Then the linear dimension of the cube is, okay. First, initially the cube with particular mass is just floating on the water, isn't it? Okay. Just floats on water. So first the condition is, so assume that volume side of the cube is A. Then you can write A cube into density of wood plus 200 gram mass is equal to A cube into density of water. You can write like this. Sir. No, that's okay. Density of water. That is density of wood is plus 200 is equal to A cube into density of the liquid. Condition is this one. Okay. Now from this condition we can write the density of liquid is water means 1. So we can directly write A cube. From this A cube density of wood is equal to A cube minus 200. Okay. The next case, when this mass is removed, the cube rises by how many centimeter? The cube rises by 1 centimeter. So further case we can write A cube density of water is equal to A square into A minus 1. That means A minus 1 length is outside the liquid. So into density of the liquid, that is 1. Okay, right. Now from these two equations, equating these two, A square into A minus 1 equal to A cube minus 200. So this is A cube minus A square is equal to A cube minus 200. So it implies A square is 200. A is root 2 into 10. Therefore, side of the cube is 10 root to 2 centimeter. Okay. Now the next one. The next one is 169. 169. An iceberg is floating partially immersed in seawater of density 1.03 gram per centimeter cube. If the density of ice is 0.92 gram per centimeter cube, then the fraction of total volume of iceberg above the level of seawater. Okay. The question is, iceberg is floating partially immersed in seawater of density 1.03. So density of seawater is given as 1.03 gram per cc, and that of ice d ice equal to 0.92 gram per cc. This is given. Now what is given is, now we have to calculate the fraction of total volume of iceberg above the level of seawater. So assume that V is the total volume of the ice, then Vs is the volume immersed in water. So V is the total volume and Vs is the volume of the iceberg which is inside the seawater. So total, that means outside the water is, out of seawater is, volume out of seawater is V minus Vs. Okay. Now we have to find the fraction of total volume to the outside volume. So fraction is equal to V minus Vs by V. That implies 1 minus into 100 percentage to calculate. Okay, percentage, answer is given in percentage. So Vs by V into 100. But we have the condition that volume of the solid body into density of the solid body is equal to volume inside V dash into density of the liquid. We have applied this condition. So volume of the body into density of the ice, that is 0.92, is equal to volume inside the body, inside the water is Vs. So Vs into density of the seawater is 1.03. Now we can write what we here we require is Vs by V. From this condition, 0.92 by 1.03 is equal to Vs by V. So substitute here. Implies 1 minus 0.92 by 1.03 into 100. Now calculating this, we will get it as 1 minus 0.81 into 100, 89. So this is approximately 11%. Now 171. When two equal volumes of two liquids are mixed, the specific gravity of the mixture is 7/2. When two masses of when two equal masses of same liquids are mixed, specific gravity is 12 by 7. Then the specific gravities of the two liquids individually are. Okay. When two equal volumes of liquids are mixed, then the specific gravity of the mixture is 7 by 2. So two equal volumes of liquids are mixed. Okay. Suppose two equal volumes. So volume is same, V and V, but masses are different, M1 and M2. Because two different liquids. Okay. Now total mass, total density of the mixture is equal to total mass by total volume. So that is M1 plus M1 M2 by 2V. Okay. So this is 1 by 2 into M1 by V plus M2 by V. You can write like this. So density of this mixture, that equal to 1 by 2 into M1 by V is density of the first one, M by 2 is density of the second one. So 1 by 1, 2. And this mixture, when equal volumes and different masses are mixed, the specific gravity of this one is given as, mixture is given as 12 by 2. So this is given as 7 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 into d1 plus d2. So this is condition is given. So d1 plus d2 is 7. So first condition. Now in the second case, masses are equal, volumes are different. This is given. In this case, the density of the mixture is given as m plus m, that means 2m by v1 plus v2. Total volume is v1 plus v2. Now in this case, we can write 2 by v1 plus v2 by m. You can write like this. That is 2 by v1 by m plus v2 by m. And that is, you can write 2 divided by, this is reciprocal of density, because density equal to mass by volume. So your volume is, it is 1 by d1 plus 1 by d2. You can write like this. So this is 2 by d1 plus d2 by d1 d2. So that is 2 d1 d2 by d1 plus d2, and this mixture is given as 12 by 7. Okay, this is 6. Okay, already we know d1 plus d2 is 7, so you can cancel out 7. So d implies d1 d2 is 6. So d1 minus d2 is equal to, we can write like this, d1 minus d2 whole square equal to d1 plus d2 whole square minus 4 d1 d2. That is 7 square, that is 49 minus 4 into 6, 24. So 49 minus 24, that is 45, this is 25. So implies d1 minus d2 is 5. So d1 plus d2 is 6, 7 total. And this 2d1 equal to 12. So d1 is 6. So d2 is 1. So the individual specific density, specific gravities are 1 and 6. Now 173. A solid body is formed floating in water with a alpha by beta of volume submerged. Alpha by beta part is submerged. The same solid is found in a liquid with alpha by beta volume is above the liquid surface. Same ratio above the liquid. then the specific gravity of the liquid is okay. When a solid body is immersed in water, then alpha by beta of the part is inside the water. So in that case, we can write volume of the liquid, volume of the solid body to density of the solid body equal to, inside the liquid is alpha by beta into V. This part is inside the liquid into density of water. Density of water is 1. So you can directly write. So you can cancel out this. So density of the solid is alpha by beta. Now, when it is immersed, the same solid body is immersed in another liquid. Alpha by beta part is outside the liquid. That means above the liquid. In that case, we can write volume of the body into density of the body is equal to 1 minus alpha by beta is inside the liquid. Because alpha by beta part is outside the liquid. So 1 minus alpha by beta is inside the liquid into density of the liquid. So cancel out this. But from this equation, we got density of the solid is alpha by beta. So you can write alpha by beta is equal to 1 minus alpha by beta into density of the liquid. So density of the liquid is equal to alpha by beta by 1 minus alpha by beta. So this is alpha by beta by beta minus alpha by beta. So cancel out this. So density of the liquid is alpha by beta minus alpha. Now the next one, 174. A wooden tube is found to float in water with half of its vertical side above the water. On keeping a weight of 50 gram over its tip, it is just submerged in the water. The specific gravity of wood is, once again, a wooden tube is found to float in water with half centimeter of its vertical side above the water. Okay. On keeping weight of 50 gram over its tip, it is just submerged in water. Okay. That means when there is no weight on that particular wooden cube, so it is just submerged. That means A cube into density of wood is equal to A square into A minus half centimeter. Okay. Half centimeter is submerged into density of water. So you can leave it. So A cube into dW is equal to A cube minus A square by 2. This is one condition. When 50 gram weight is added to this one, it is just submerged. In that case, you can write A cube dW is equal to A cube into density of water. So now equating these two. So A cube, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, 150 gram is added here. Plus 50 is equal to A cube. Now, from this condition, A cube dW is equal to A cube minus 50. So, equating these two, A cube minus A square by 2 is equal to A cube minus 50. Implies A square is equal to 100, A is equal to 10 centimeters. Now A is 10 centimeter. Okay. Now we have to find the density of water. So we got this to the side of this. Now substituting either in this equation or in this equation. Now we take this equation. So 10 side is 10. That means 10 cube density of wood is equal to 10 cube minus 50. This condition. So 10 cube means 1000 into d wood is equal to 1000 minus 50. That is 950. So dW is equal to by 1000. That is 0.9. So density of wood is 0.95. So specific gravity is equal to 0.9. Now the next one, that is 178. Okay, a boat floating in fresh water of density 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube displaces water weighing 35.2 kilonewton. The change in volume of the displaced water, if it were floating in a sea water of density 1.1 into 10 cube kg per meter cube will be, take G as 10. Okay. A boat floating in fresh water of density 10 cube. So density of water is 10 cube, given like this. This is given for fresh water, and sea water is given as 1.1 into 10 cube. So write this also in 1 into 10 cube. Okay. Now this is the density of fresh water, this is sea water. Now when the boat is floating on this fresh water, it displaces water of weight 35 kilonewton. This is given. 35. Now when same boat floats on the sea water, then the change in weight, change in volume of water. Change in volume of water displaced. Okay. Now, when it is inside this fresh water or inside this one, its weight is always equal to the displaced weight. That means here we can write boat volume into density of the boat is equal to volume of the water into density of water. Here also we can write okay. Whether it is on floats on fresh water or sea water, the weight of the displaced liquid is same. Okay. So weight of the displaced liquid is same. So here also the weight of the displaced liquid is same. So that means in this case also displaced water is of same weight. This one only. So we can write displaced weight of displaced water is equal to 35.2 kilonewton in both the cases. But in this case sea water, but this displaced weight is equal to mg. You can write like this, mg into 35.2. Now we can write it as volume into density into g. 35.2. Now we have to calculate, but Whereas this volume displace is different because the density is different for this one and density different for this one. So we can write like this. So we have to calculate this volume. So V is equal to, write like this, 1.1 into 10 cube into 10 is equal to 35 points. So that is into 10 cube kilonewton. So this will get cancelled. Okay, now it is, so volume is equal to 35.2 by 1.1 into 10. Now, when it is in fresh water, the volume is given by similar conditions. It is 35.2 by 1 into 10. But because applying the same conditions for fresh water also. So the change from this one to this one. Suppose this is V1, this is V2. The change in the volume is V1 minus V2, that is 35.2 by 10 into 1 minus 1.1, that is 0.1. 35.2 by 10 into 0.1. That is 0. Now change in this one is some okay, so that means this is 3.52 and here it is 3.52 into 1 minus 1.1. Okay. We can write like this. Okay. Here this one is 33.52 by 1.1. That is 3.2. Okay, 3.2. Now the change is 3.52 minus 3.2. That is 0.32. Now the next one. A block of wood floats in water with 4/5 of its volume submerged in. In an oil, it floats with 9/10 volume is submerged. Then the ratio of density of oil and water is. Okay. So a block of wood floats in water with 4/5 of its volume submerged in oil. It floats with 3/5 of volume submerged in an oil. So the ratio. That means, the same. 273, 179. Okay. Now when the body, assume that the volume of the body is V and its density is D. When it is floating in water, 4/5 of its volume is submerged in water. Okay. In that case, we can write V into D is equal to 4/5 of V into density of water. Okay. Now, when the same solid body floats in an oil where the volume submerged is 9/10, in that case we can write Vd is equal to 9/10 volume of D of the oil. So, okay. Now taking the ratio or whatever it is, we can equate it or equating these two. You can write 4/5 V dW is equal to 9/10 V d oil. V get cancelled. So we have to find the ratio of density of oil to water. So 4/5 into 10/9 is equal to d oil by d water. So 2 times 8/9. So the ratio is 8:9. Okay. And next topic